Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. Yes. And we're just going to do a quick little update for you on this Saturday morning so you can get back to your Labor Day weekend. This is not going to be long. In and out, 15 minutes. We're going to show you what's a cracking in the charts. If I get the right screen up. Shout out to our channel sponsors, I Trust Capital, Houdini Swap, and Decrypted.tax. I mean, I'm telling you right now, if you don't know Houdini Swap, it's awesome because if you're a meme guy or if you trade decentralized finance, you're going to be able to move your coins between 4,000 chains any second you want. You can make it private if you like to as well. It does make it a little longer. 646, another 2 million in swap volume in the last night alone. Houdini Swap continuing to grow. That's going to be $1 billion soon in swapped volume for Houdini Swap. And I'm happy I can help that happen. Shout out to everybody here and my channel sponsors, Houdini Swap. Let's take a look here at Bitcoin. What happened to the bot? The bot has not gotten out of its trade. It still feels like there's going to be a bigger move to the upside. The bot believes it bought the bottom here at 57.8, and there's a chance the bot did buy the bottom. And this bot believes that it's not time to sell yet. So it bought here. Let me show you. It bought there. It bought there, 780. It kept raising, right? That was a $2,600. See, it raises the position each time. And now we're waiting for the bigger move up for the bot to take it. So let's see. Interesting. I don't do what the bot says, but I trade with the bot. Like, and some days we're both long, we're both short at the same time. I see 100K incoming for Bitcoin out of the flag of the 2-week chart. That has not really changed. All right. That's still on the radar. So, hey, what do you know? Let's jump into that chat. Who's the beautiful people here on the live that comes every single time? The bot slave never sleeps. I know. Run that bot. Sorry, 4-hour right shoulder at the 617. Yeah. Can I build physical or digital? It's completely useless. And still charge 50,000 a piece. I don't know what he means. Shout out to Tom Collide. Shout out to Matt Eagle. Shout out to Trade Against the Machine. I like that name. Trade Against the Machine. I love that. Rage you grew up with, like I did with Zach De La Rocha, you know. Rage Against the Machine. What's the bot made by? I want to learn a program. It will be revealed at the right time. It will be revealed at the right time. Good morning, everyone. What a blessed day it is to be alive. Shout out to Stacy Broussard. We love you. Shout out to Busta Crypto. Labor Weight. It does feel different in Florida. I agree. Because it's like Labor Day in the Northeast is like a big deal. We all wait. It's the end of Florida. It's the end of the summer. It's going to be one of the last times you get to go swimming. In Florida, we'll be swimming next week. We'll be swimming in October. Heck, I used to come here and swim in December. You know what I mean? I came here in April. We're going to have some beautiful weather for the next 6-7 months here in Florida, and we're looking forward to it. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. October to May is really the beautiful weather. Then it starts to get hot. I went through a hot summer in Florida, my first summer in Florida ever. It wasn't as hot as it could have been, but there were some days that were sweltering. Like you walk from your car, literally, you walked out of the car just to get something from the store. Like you literally walked out of the store for 1 minute and you're covered in sweat. In under 30 seconds, your back is profusely sweating because it's just so humid. Anyway, y'all know this. Let's get back into BTC and see what's happening. How come I don't have a chart open? It's pretty weird. Odd for me not to have a chat open over here. Oh yeah, that's why, because I took the other one when I was doing the, hold on. Oh, they're giving me some error on Bookmap. There we go. Bookmap running says we go to the downside. Bookmap has way more liquidity to 56,000. So Bookmap says we dump. Let's take a look at my macro top-down analysis for Bitcoin and break it down for you like we do every single day. You know, I have seen a glitch here with TradingView. Oh, there it goes. It's back to normal now. Thank God. It was making me reset these every time yesterday. And it was so annoying every time I redid a chart because I have to do 10 charts for my macro analysis. And every time I redid a chart. Look at my strategy again. Waiting for price to crack the 200 MA. Waiting for price to get busy. And the pump to the upside. Look at that. Right when we cross, we make a flag. And you trade that flag, right? And bang, you're in the money right now had you traded that flag with the cross above the 200 MA. That's why I really I don't care what the market does. I just want to trade the 200 MA crosses, get paid, and keep compounding my gains. Like, I'll sit on the 200 MA all day long. And look, they even kind of faked out what looked to me like an Adam and Eve. I mean, this market is iffy and sketchy. Let's take a look at our weekly. We'll break it down. Have some fun. I'll be back tonight for Bitcoin on Saturday night. I feel like 30% better. I'm still not 100%, but I feel better. I bounce back quick, you know. I never stay sick for more than like a day or two. Like, I refuse. You know, I see people like, I've been sick for a week. I'm like, what? I'm like, do something about it, you know? I work out, I sweat it out, I just keep moving, man. And next thing you know, I'm back to where I was again. I just, you know, I took some downtime last night. I really did. I got off the charts. I rested my mind. I went and slept in the guest bedroom and just took my time to be alone and stayed away from the family for the night and just let my mind rest, man. You know, it's cool having 4 bedrooms and you just pick a bedroom and I go over there. You know, we all sleep together, nice and calm, and I have the you know, the peace. You know, just in case, so everyone's protected by the hands of the man. You know. Anyway, the weekly looks good to me. Like we could pump back up to 107,000. You know, by November 25th, maybe even. You know, it says we can get to 110K, man. You know, this can happen. December 2nd, even. All we need is this to bounce, start to get tight inside this channel, and we could get ourselves a move here to the upside. So the weekly doesn't look terrible, right? And the moving averages are getting close, which tells me a big move is coming for Bitcoin. Even if we spike one down to 51,000, I would buy so much Bitcoin right there. I would scoop up as much as I could. The Fear and Greed Index back at 29. This is, I mean, I'm telling you, these are the once Bitcoin rips back to 80, 70K, it's not going to be that cheap again. It's going to be more expensive. 10K will get you less Bitcoin. 1K. If you're willing to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin, and I'm not a financial advisor, nothing I say and do should be taken, but if you're willing to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin, I got to buy in this area. For me personally, I got to be buying the Fear. Once we get up in here, we're going to be 80, 90, 100K. And you're just not going to be, you're not going to get as much. So right now, they're using the fear in people's minds, and the people are into fear. And so because they're into fear, they're not opening up their pocketbook and buying BTC. And, you know, I got to tell you, you know, it is what it is. So shout out to my favorite 2 exchanges, WEEX. The WEEX exchange is the bomb. Trade on the Futures Pro here and get it in. All right. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, look, I made a bean. But that looks somewhat bullish to me, like it's going to break out to the upside. I see this as a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, but I also see it as a diamond. So I went to my trading group this morning, and I'm like, you know, I said, you know, I see, you know, I saw both. I woke up this morning, I see a shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder, right? It doesn't look good. Fair flaggy, you know, but there is a bullish div with a higher low, right? And then I also see this kind of as a diamond that could break back to the upside, diamond forming back out. To me, it's starting to look pretty much like a diamond. And that's all this shoulder, head, right shoulder, right? And I was like, man, the book, if we go by the book says 68% and inverted will break to the upside. So the book says we're going to pump. Also, if you want to know how to use a Pentair IntelliFlow system that connects to your lights, your pool, your pump, anything, you know, basically this is the breaker box. This is one of the greatest ways to run a pool. It really is. Pentair. I became like an expert at Pentair. So if you need any help or you're trying to figure out how to wire it, or you don't know where to put the wireless, you know, or you want to get an extended board and you want to put your black, green, yellow, red, you know. Anyway, let me know. Yeah. So look, this looks a lot like 2019, right? Where we went sideways, came down, went up, and then we were gone for a massive run from 2000. I think this was 2016 or 17. Yeah, from $2,000 to $20,000. Bitcoin went on a run, and like, it looks a lot like it. It's got the ascending trend line. It came back to retest the same trend line. Bit of a bump and run there for Bitcoin. All right, a bump and run is when you hit a diagonal trend line and bounce right off of it to the upside. Right. This was kind of a bump and run the other way. Like if you look at it here. Like you bumped and then you dumped, you know. So a bump and run is, I'll show you, but it's like you set up a, you know, this was kind of a bump and run here. Look, resistance, got above, resistance came, bounced off the diagonal trend line, and you were gone. You see, it's a bump and run. You bump off of the diagonal trend line and you fly. Andy was here yesterday. Remember he said bump and run? I don't know if you caught that, Andy from Bit Consensus. He was dropping a little bit of knowledge for you guys. He was bullish for whatever reason. I mean, this is a symmetrical triangle. They break to the downside mainly in my life, you know, when I've seen them. But I see a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder there. And this could break to the upside. Saturdays are tough. Be careful. But moving averages, can we pump back to the 200 MA? Your liquidity sits at 61,600. Bookmap bringing more red up now at 60,000. really starting to make a call for a possible short squeeze, but they still got the majority of the liquidity, and you know, all these different orders down to $55,000 for Bitcoin. So do I see a trade today? I don't normally trade Saturdays. Not my favorite day to trade. It's a sketchy day with lower volume. You got to be careful. Okay. But if we can get back above 59,670, make a bounce, I can see us run back up to 61.5 on liquidity. So you're looking for a break above 59,750, 59.8, a retest, and possibly move back up to 61,800, 61,005. Remember, 61,005 is weekly support or resistance. We must get back above that to remain bullish. So the weekly looks good. Let's take a look at our 3-day chart. Our 3-day chart attempting to reverse off of this bottom trend line here, showing signs of saying, hey, higher low, higher low, higher low. 3 higher lows in a row. Every time the bears came to try to push us down, they could not. Okay? I'm not just going to give you the obvious. I'm going to break down all the different things that people are missing. That's why we're more accurate here on this channel. That's why I've been able to call basically 90% of Bitcoin's biggest moves and not miss any of them. Because number one, we don't take a day off. We're here every single day and we're constantly pushing. If you push yourself to the limit every single day, if you don't take a day off, if you find work ethic in work ethic, basically like you're inside the pocket of space and time and your focus and discipline, I mean, you can't go wrong, right? You're going to just be on point. So by being live every single day, by looking at the charts, no matter what, sick, you know, I'm sick, but does that matter? I could miss the biggest pump, and then I'll look back and be like, oh, I took off because I was sick and I missed the biggest pump for Bitcoin. Really no excuses when I'm a trader. Hey, I might go 10 or 20 days without a big hit, just scalping, and then the big hit comes, and if I said I was quote-unquote sick during the big hit, I'd be pretty pissed at myself. You get it? As a trader, we don't know when the big move comes, and we kind of have to look at it. It could be Saturday, it could be Sunday, it could be Monday, we don't know. We've seen Bitcoin do some funny things recently, and anything can happen. So we're watching the daily symmetrical triangle. I mean, we can all agree on that. That's a fact, right? If we break out, we do hit an all-time high of like 75,700. If we break down, hit control, you can just grab the same base of that triangle. And we're talking 45.8. Now, we already wicked down to 49,000, got bought out pretty quick and made 2 double higher lows. Telling me there's some pretty good buy pressure here for Bitcoin, you know? And remember, the 3-day chart still resembles a double bottom, does it not? Like, this hasn't changed. Yes, we have this weird side plank, but unless we break these lows, that's a double bottom on the 3-day chart. Let me move it to the right here and open it up for you. That's something that some people, you know, have overlooked recently, and you got to kind of keep in the back of your mind. So the daily, it's either breaking up to 75,000, which is beautiful. We have a possibility of an all-time high on the cards. All right. And now we're going to see price action start to kind of get tight here, right? And so that's what I see for the next few days. Like, we range back up to 62, maybe back down to 58, and we're just going to get really tight in this range. Now, if Bitcoin breaks this low, right, where these two candles close right here on the daily, which is going to be about 57,003, 57,250, I don't see how it doesn't come and test 52,000, right? So you got a lot of liquidity to the downside. I get it. I see it. There's a chance. So remember, I got this falling wedge flag, which is the bigger channel that we've been inside. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. We've got this, you know, the possibility of that weekly bull flag, right? Weekly. And then we have the symmetrical triangle. I just deleted that, but then. And then we have this symmetrical triangle, right? Which we could, you know, you can complete there. And so that's what I see. I see 3 shapes, all right, that were kind of in between them all. When I started doing this too, I changed my perspective. I was able to see things differently. If you just see one pattern, then, you know, you can only have one direction. You got to have multiple scenarios. Like, it's like having 5 or 6 exit plans if you're going into enemy territory, right? You got to know how to get out, all right? So if you don't have all the different angles, then you're not going to know how to get out or get in, all right? Favorite crypto channel, shout out to Amutu Liquor. Monday's floating stocks are closed, so be careful. Sunday bull trap, amen. I said the same thing, you know. I said the same thing. It's Labor Day weekend. We got to be careful, all right? So now we're going to zoom into the 22 and the 12, and they're both oversold, telling me that we could be getting and they're somewhat double bottoming here. Bit of a double bottom right there at about 56,300, right? My 8-hour, my go-to, wants to pump to the upside. It's in a bit of a falling wedge, you could say. And now wants to break out. It's kind of a shallow cup and handle. You see it? There's your cup. There's your handle. Semi-shallow cup and handle with the double bottom on the 8-hour too as well, about 57,250. So 57,250 held pretty nicely. Shout out to the 615 people here on the live. Way less people here on these morning updates. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? It would really help the channel out. Push me to the brink of 100,000 subscribers and have some fun. Shout out to Crypto Billy in the house. Rave Song Records. I think Rave Song Records and Crypto Billy, you guys would be cool, man. I can't wait to see you. You guys both play instruments. You both love life. You're both granddads. I think you guys would have so much to talk about. Maybe you've already linked up. But I mean, I'm pretty good at seeing personalities that would link up. Crypto Billy and Rave Song Records, man. And you're both moderators. It's interesting, right? Watching over the channel. You guys are both watching over me, man. You guys are like uncles to me. I feel that love, man, and I appreciate it. So the 8-hour looks like a nice pump is coming to the upside. Looks like you're going to get a short squeeze. You know, that's what the 8-hour suggests. The 4-hour is a little overbought and says no way. It would have to flip with the 8-hour time frame. And this is that weird shape that we've been in now for about, I don't know, 4 days straight. Shoulder, head, right shoulder to me. If you remember, I talked about opening the short right here because it was a bear flag on the 4-hour time frame. I talked about opening the short, stop loss right there. The entry was like right here. The stop loss was here. If you're in that short, you're basically pretty close to break even. You're still in the money though. We did get the move, but we didn't, I wanted us to get all the way back down here to 54,000. So it's still on the cards for that bear flag. But, we've kind of put in a bullish div now. This swings up. So I got mixed signals. They don't want to reveal the move. They're trying to hide the move. That's what they're doing, from bots, from people, from humans. You know what I mean? They're, and what we do is that's why I wait for the 1 minute to cross the 200. They can't hide the move from me there because when that starts, I know that could be the bigger move. They can't hide that from me, right? So boom. The indicators catch their moves. See, if you're practical, you don't have to be too futuristic. You just have to see what's practical. Like, we can't pump unless we cross the 200 MA on the 1 minute. You get it? So you don't have to speculate as much. I see all you guys like, we're going to go up, then we're going to go down, then they're going to pump us. And I look at you guys and I'm like, man, what a waste of thought. Like, if we get above the 200, open the trade. If we don't open the trade. It's simple stuff, man. I think a lot of people are overthinking the markets. They're getting hyped up, but I watch it and I'm like, oh, that's someone I can easily take money from. They're just not you're not mentally stable when it comes to the charts. You're all over the place. I'm not saying this may not be you. I don't want to talk to people specifically, but I see it a lot in how people talk, even in my trading group. I'm like, what is this person saying? They're like, first we're going to go up, then, now after the weekend, and then rate cuts it. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, man, like, just trade the 200 when you get above it, man, and stop making all this crazy nonsense. You know what I mean? My influence or your block, like a little CNN. Top man, thanks for the updates every day. Amen. Sam, with the start of the new month, possible fake out to the week. I mean, tonight is the monthly candle close. So I'll be going over the monthly candle close. In which situations do you not trade the 1 minute when it crosses the 200? If we're in serious chop and we keep going up above it. But honestly, I trade it every time. Because the one time you don't trade it could be the one time you miss the biggest move of your life, like that one. So you're going to miss this one, hit this one, hit this one, hit this one. That's why you see me. I keep breaking the stop rate again. I'll lose with $2, $3. I'll keep hitting this over and over again, the perfect trade, until the perfect trade plays out. And I'll lose nothing doing it. Sam, definitely agree with the 1 hour looking great. 1 hour Bollinger Bands are also getting very tight. Shout out to Judge Dougie Mills. Who else is hyped for Caspa and KRC20? I was until they botched it. Kind of like, how can I get hyped again? They're going to make me get hyped again? I don't know. I'm hyped. I mean, I'm excited. I hold a lot of Caspa. But, let's do the right thing this time. Let's, you can't come out to the world and botch your freaking, your KRC20 launch. Like, come on, man. I was pretty pissed. I mean, I don't get pissed too much. I'm a pretty happy guy, but I thought it was horrible. Unprofessional. Sam, to trade the 200 on the 1 minute, how do you know where the stop loss should be? How do you know how below set your stop loss? I just post it anywhere below the 200 MA. Yeah. The key is you're not supposed to break the 200 MA. Stop loss could be as close to it as you want. You see me do it every day. Like, I've done this. I've proven to everyone here on this channel that it plays out more than it doesn't. You see me live trade it over and over and over again. So I mean, I've given you the sauce whether you realize it or not. Some of you don't even realize how much I've already taught you. You're still asking questions that have already been answered. I'm like, dude, I've shown you that. Like, I may not have sat you down and told you, but I've shown it to you. Like, I've actually touched the buttons in real time, and you've watched it happen in real time, you know? So if you feel like you have to trade on the weekends, do it, but I don't. You know what I mean? And it would take something really monumental for me to want to trade. We are above the 200 MA. 5 minutes in a bit of a flag with a double bottom. 5 minute looks like it's about to take off. Let's be honest. Like, 5 minutes got a 21 crossing the 200. That looks like it's going to pump. But it could be very lackluster today. You know, we just have to understand that. Shout out to Mexi. 0 spot maker taker fee, which WEEX also does, and 0 spot maker fee and 0.1. Nobody beats this price. Nobody. If you're sick of getting chewed up by fees and you really like to trade levy, you're not on Mexi. You're playing yourself. Hardcore, hard body, man. I just watched Crypto Lever for 1 year without trading and now opened 3 trades in a month. All successful. I love that. So he watched me for a whole year. Then he watched me for 1 month, and every trade he hit. Every single trade he hit. He didn't miss. He didn't miss, man. Right? Shout out to all these people on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. Read these testimonials, man. These people are telling you the truth. Every single day, they're telling you what's happening. They're not BSing you. You know what I mean? Okay. Shambles by Jones Meadow. Yeah, he figured out the name, yeah. I watched you for a week. I tell everybody I'm good because I was trained by the man who owns Wall Street. You're funny, man. I like this speedy live stream. Yeah, as I slowed it down. So the 5 minute looks good to me. 1 minute has just broken above the 200 MA, and the 1 minute's at a tight flag. Honestly, it looks like we're going to pump. We could easily get rejected and dumped to the downside. It's Saturday. Be careful. If you trade a small amount. You know what I mean? So, I like the 5 minute flag here. It's interesting. Way more liquidity to the downside, I'll tell you that. But we did just break the 200 MA on the 5 minute chart. Choppy business, though, for Bitcoin as well. You can almost put it in this. I don't know, that looks like almost head and shouldery too. You can go either way. I'd be sketched out by the weekend trading. Almost looks like a rising wedge here too. Let me see. I've never seen shoulder, head, right shoulder. You see that? I've never seen them do more mixing. Like they do mixed signals. Every single time frame looks mixed. It's one of the toughest times to make like the scalp trades have worked actually. Above the 200, my system has worked flawlessly, actually, but it just, to try to predict exactly where we're going to go every day, tougher. Just trading is easier. Like, I don't know where we're going to go, but I know I trade when we break above the 200 MA. But I don't know that we're going to pump that day. You get what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter to me. That's a head and shoulder pattern, likely to come back down to the bottom of the pattern. I'm not trading any of this trash today. I'm really not. You're not going to see me open up a trade. I'm not going to be posting a trade. It's Labor Day weekend. Take a break. And I never say this. Watch the charts. We're going to keep, I'll keep you updated, but take a break, man. For all you people, I know you want to make gains. I know it's Saturday. It's your first day off of work, and you're in the group, but Saturdays are horrible days to trade. Most guys like me have been in the market all week, and we don't want to trade Saturdays. We've made a bunch of money all week long. We're done. We want to be with our families today and hang out while our kids are home from school. Think about it. The people that have the most amount of money want the most convenience. If you're super rich, do you think you're going to be sitting there trading on Saturday all day long? Or you're going to be with your family on a boat doing something with your family and friends? And the super rich control the market. You see what I mean? So lifer strategy is deadly. Shout out to After Hours Investing. Yeah. Get out the charts and seize the day, baby. Yeah. And I normally tell you, I never tell you guys to get out the charts, but it's Labor Day weekend. It's maybe your last weekend really before, work starts picking up heavy. you're at work late, you know, your kids are, you know, you have to pick up your kids home at school at different times. It's going to get real. The winter's going to pick up for the East Coast. You guys are going to start getting cold. You're not going to hang out like us in Florida and act like it's all good, but I get it. Not everyone can live in Florida. You know what I mean? Labor Day weekend is also the easiest low-volume day to manipulate. Liquidity is below, but they could pump it up first until 18. It's true, too. I agree. Yes, sweetie pie. Why? I have other cars. These are my white cars. I'll get, why? Why do you? But you have, there's more in the other, there's like 5 of them in the other room. Yeah, you don't need the white one. Why? But you broke my last one. You broke the wheel on it. And these are my replicas of my real car that I keep on my desk. You can have one, but please don't break it. Please? Treat it good, okay? Bring it back to me. That's a head and shoulder pattern. I saw a flag and now I see a head and shoulder. See? Made me want to kind of pause that. Pause. 7-minute looked a little better. Why did that flag look better over here? Yeah, I gotta be honest, man. I'm watching Chop Easy here. 7-minute in a symmetrical. Looks like it's gonna break back down to 58.8. All the liquidity is below us. Suggests that they flush us down to 56,000. At the end of the day, right? Let's get rid of the moving averages. It's a head and shoulder pattern, right? I mean, it looks so whack. Shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder. This looks like a shoulder head and a right shoulder though, right? And that's what got me kind of like, I'm getting mixed signals. You probably pop up, pop down, go sideways, like, you know what I mean? If you catch a long or a short, so be it. But I'm just seeing sideways garbage, man. Yeah. And at the end of the day, it's a shoulder, a shoulder, a head, a shoulder, a shoulder. That wants to break to the downside. So if you ended a short here with a stop up here, but you may just get stopped out, come back down. It's low liquidity. I can't advise you to do anything, but I would advise myself not to trade today and then just relax, get better from my sickness, let my brain recalibrate, and we'll see if there's any hot coins right now. We'll take a look at crypto bubbles. Yeah, I mean, you got 1% in the last hour. You got 5. Fed is up a little bit. Aave up a little bit. Okay. A little bit, and the week was pretty whack for altcoins. We got hammered, I mean. So, definitely time to DCA, in my humble opinion, into coins that matter. Add a little bit here and a little bit there. That's me, but for the most part, yeah, it's too sketch. I mean, if the 5-minute goes below the 200 MA, short it. If the 5-minute stays above it and forms a flag, it's more likely to pump. So I'd watch your 5-minute time frame and play with the 200 MA. If you really have to trade today, I would use the 5-minute and the 200 MA. If you lose the 200, I would short. If I gain it and stay, if for the next 10 to 20 minutes you continue flat, then it's likely you get a move up. Just wait till it breaks below 200 MA at 59.17 to the 1 minute. Hey man, I like what you just said. Yeah. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. Shout out to Nature Guy. Shout out to Gains for Life. Seize the Day. Mars Vade 2.2. Who is new on the channel today? Krypton Boy in the house. Want to make sure you saw it. I posted in the Discord about how you could start mining fractal Bitcoin. Now, before the protocol goes live, it's in the BRC20 section. Thank you for saying that. Live for joining your trading group today. Thank you so much for doing that. If you want to jump into the trading group, we make it very easy. Hit the pinned comment right there at the top of the comment. We pin a comment right there, and you can go hit it, and it will take you to cryptolifer.com, to my website right here. Where you can join today, join today, join today. Don't worry about it, honey. What's up with Crypto Maniac from G-Talk? Shout out from the lake, Sammy. Can't miss the live, even on the lake, even on the island. I know where you are, too. Isn't that funny? You're sitting right on that little island, relaxing. I joined and made 99 on the first trade, doubled my account in 10 days. Dang, man. He joined and made 99 on the first trade, double his account in 10 days. And you'd think I was paying people to say this stuff, but it's not. I mean, we have the most vicious comment section ever. A lot of other YouTubers, they got cheerleaders like, yeah. Like, we don't even know if people are really learning from them, but like, you are learning from me. I get testimonials every day from people that change their lives. And I trade some stocks. You can trade any market in the world with what I teach you. Okay? It's up to you. Just slap on the same stuff and do exactly what I'm teaching you. If you scroll down, we'd like your email address, hit consent so you can subscribe to our weekly newsletter. All right? Seven-minute looks more bullish, see? Looks more like a bull flag that wants to bump, you know? 5-minute looks interesting to me. You want to add your indicators, just go up here, type in RSI, type in stochastics and RSI. And see, like, low stochastic above the 200 MA tells me we're like, so if I lose this, so be it, right? I shouldn't trade this, but this is something that I would trade normally. You see? I keep my stop below the 200 MA. And I take the trade, all right? I'll put a very small amount in because it's the weekend. So I don't go hard on the weekends. You know what I mean? I'm not going to try to turn $3,000 into $10,000 on the weekend. I might just, 100 for 300, whatever. If I make an extra $400 today, wouldn't that be amazing? So we're going for 59,584 because we know 59.5 is a key area of support or resistance. And if I were you, I wouldn't make this trade. I could afford to lose it. I'm more doing it for my own entertainment than anything else, which is sad. But hey, I always have a trade going. That's part of my life. I'm a trader, man. So 80 for 376 at full port. Limit in. I remember hitting open. Why isn't it opening? And I take the long here. And there we go. I limit it in nicely. If it pumps, it pumps. If it doesn't, it's likely to dump and just kick me right out. It's the weekend, man. You know? Yeah. Go CVIC. It could have a small pump. What do you think? I don't know. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. If there was any chats, super chats, I would see them here. There aren't any, so I'm going to run on out of here before I get more and go hang out with my family, relax, and take the day. Most of the day, I'm off, man. So I gave you my sauce. We're likely to get stopped out. It's the weekend. If you win, you win, but you're likely not going to win on the weekend. Remember that. They're likely going to go after whoever's around. It's the worst day to trade, so be careful. Sam, are you still up on your VELO position? Let's take a look at VELO. It's a good question. I don't think I was ever truly up on the VELO position, let's be honest. But I was, like, doing well, you know? Oh, VELO went up. Yeah, I am up now. I am up. You know, and I told you guys I'm blindly buying VELO above the 200 MA. And it pumped off this double bottom. It isn't a rising wedge, but I'm just hoping that it never breaks that 200 again, and I get to hold VELO for the next 2-3 months. So yeah, I put $4,000 into VELO in front of each and every one of you. You know, hey, I got guts, man. I got balls of steel. I got stones of steel. I don't like to say that for the ladies here, but I got cojones, man. You know what I mean? That's the one thing about me. You can't say anything about me. I got guts, man. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to lose in front of everybody. I put $4,000 into something to go to zero, and you might laugh at me. Oh, I lost $4,000. I could have easily. This could have went down the tubes on me in front of everybody. Look, I'm up like I put 3,900. I'm up 300 already on the VELO call. It took a while, 5-6 days. I couldn't really think about it. I just let it cook. All right. Dogs just crossed the 50-minute 2-A. They creating bull flags 1, 3, and 2. Let's take a look at dogs. Dogs has been the talk of the town. All I hear everybody is talk about dogs, like all the time. I hear about it every single day, so we might as well pay attention somewhat. On Mexi for the, after the major dumpage. I mean, it kind of it bottomed, and now it's in a flag. I would have to flag this out and then play that cup and handle, right? And put it up here like something like that. You don't want it to lose the 5-minute 200 MA. You want to see it make the flag, bounce off the 200. That could be a nice little pump to the upside there for dogs. 4% though, nothing crazy. Reliable J News will be back up with the new website in a while. Yeah. Go Dogs, they're new from this week. What'd you say? Your wife says what? And then you deleted it. Why did you write something so interesting and then delete it? Sammy the Daredevil, why would we laugh? There is always risk. Amen. Shout out to Tony Ross, yeah. Dogs is a good price to start. My wife says you sound like a sports announcer. There he is. Mexi did their users dirty on Dogs launch. They listed it on extremely high price and no one could deposit. So they sold their own bags, paying money to use it. What? Honestly, if you're buying when something hits an exchange, it's on you, bro. Like you're that happens every time, man. That's what happens at launch. That's not Mexi. It came out, people frenzied it up, and then people who got in early sold it off. Happens every time, man. Don't blame the exchange for what human beings do, bro. Like, the exchange is simply just a revolving door. Human beings go in and out of it and create the movement, you know? What about today's market? I just spent so much time on today's market. It's insane. How can you ask me that now after all that? All right? Ooh, look, dumpage. Turning into a head and shoulder pattern now. Looking bearish. See, like it looked bullish for a second, but it really wasn't. Smoke and mirrors. I tell you right now, I would not put a heavy trade on the weekend. If I was already in a trade, so be it. You don't want to see this lose the 200 MA. If it lose the 200 MA, we're dumping. We're going to head all the way right back, likely to 58.8. Okay. But who was pulling sell orders on Mexi? The people that bought it at the beginning, you fool. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude to you. Like, you could have bought it when it came out. You didn't have to deposit, my friend. You get it? I get it. They didn't let you deposit, but that doesn't matter. When coins listed on exchanges, always remember people bounce on DEX before it got listed on exchange and now selling. Yeah, exactly. He's saying, but they couldn't deposit, but he didn't realize how much volume came in on Mexi itself when people bought in. They didn't have to deposit. Like, just to use common sense, my man. Like, think through it logically, not just what you want to see. Like, think through it logically. Like, do the math, man. Like, it's not always manipulation. Like, it's people themselves do it. Everyone likes to blame exchanges and all this stuff. This guy's a true trader. He said he wasn't going to trade and then turned around and put in an order just for fun. Yeah. Because, you know, what if we bounce off the 200? You know what I mean? You never know. What do you think about CHW's stock? You think it could still do well? I see that everyone orders this stuff, CHWY. I see it at everybody's in front of everybody's house all the time. So it tells me that, and I've seen it everywhere from Queens to Florida to, I mean, it took a beat down, but it broke the daily 200 MA. It's a pretty good sign. It's kind of looking like it's following Bitcoin. Look, it's in this inverted head and shoulder. It's funny. Look at it on the weekly. And the weekly needs to get, I mean, the weekly's got to get back above its 200 MA. Look at this 3-day chart. So if this breaks the 3-day 200 MA, it could start on a major run. It really could. It looks like it definitely bottomed there at 16. So you're looking for this to break above the 200 MA and then make some type of flag. You're watching this like ascending triangle right here. You'd like to see this break back above the 200 MA. All right? And then you got supportive resistance waiting for you. The key is if you broke the 200 MA and you got above a 40, that would probably be a buy because I don't see how it wouldn't get up to 80 on liquidity. Dogs was the biggest airdrop that crashed the ton chain. Of course, it was going to dump. People got free tokens. Yeah. CHWY has been the customer service and cheapest prices. Amen. Hit the like. 718 people. Let's go, Sebby. Keep us updated in this nasty price action. Tony C, we love you. And I'm here on a Saturday morning. Most people taking the day off. I'm here on a Saturday morning grinding for you. Getting it ready for you. Making sure that you know what's happening in the market. I realized that if I dedicated myself to others, I would become the most successful person on earth. Zig Ziglar, Jim Rohn, Bob Proctor. I'm following in the steps of those men. Tony Robbins, like, I want to make you better. I want to dedicate my life. And people think it's smoke and mirrors because they're like, oh, but all you do is just motivate people. I mean, I actually teach you how to trade too, so I think mine's even better because I have some real sauce like behind the motivation. But motivation is sauce. Someone that can wake up every day and be in a really good mood and push you is not an everyday person. 99% of the time, I wake up happy to see you, energized, ready to pump you up, ready to put you on a new trajectory for life, right? And that's my goal. God gave me the ability to have all my bells and whistles in a row. I don't have any bosses stressing me. Me and my wife get along gracefully. You know what I mean? Like, we really do. Chewy sent me flowers when my dog died. Their customer service is really amazing. Never had a big company be so caring. Amazing, man. Been on that biopractor the last few days. I've loved learning about the subconscious mind. Yep. Data ownership protocol is now low. Good buying time. Yeah, I reworked my subconscious mind. I realized that I had my subconscious mind hijacked by the powers that be in these big cities. Through advertising, I was over-sexualized. All I could think about was sex all the time from 20 years old to 28. I thought I had to have menage a trois every 5 seconds. If I wasn't having, sex with 2 women, then I wasn't doing good enough. Like, that's how I used to think. I was a rapper. I wanted to travel the world. I said, I'll never get married. I just want to have, I just want to be a player my whole life, and horrible way to live. Ended up empty. Thank God I found my wife. By the time I was 22, I found my wife. We did break up a few times and I lived a wild life, but we got back together. She straightened me out. And, I started getting back into to what it was, you realize that they fight the family because at the end of the day, they don't want a strong family, because if a strong family is intact, you can't take over society, because the men will treat the men to be good men, and then the women will be good women, and then they want to create good families because they feel how strong the family is. When you break up families, people hate the family. Oh, my dad was horrible to me, my mom, so they don't like the family. They don't want kids. They don't want to create a family. They hate the family. And so they've gotten a lot of people to hate the family structure. They really have. I don't want, or to create their own strange families that don't really exist in real life. You know what I mean? You straightened you out, Sammy. Thank you. Thanks for setting a real example for us, Sammy. Family is the way. Yeah, beautiful story. It took me 40 years to realize that, but I'm on the good path now. Yeah, and I quit the alcohol, everyone. Because the alcohol made me want to be promiscuous, made me want to go out, made me want to do things I shouldn't be doing. They call it spirits for a reason, wine and spirits, because it opens you up to spirits, to negative energy. When you're drinking, spirits are able to possess you. I know you think I'm crazy. There's a reason why they call it spirits, man. Why do they call alcohol spirits? They'll give you some funny answer, right? At first. But if you really deep dive it, right? Is referred to distilled alcohol originates from the ancient alchemy and the concept of capturing the essence or spirit of a substance. Early alchemists sought to extract the vital, ethereal, and aerial qualities from materials, including liquids with cessation, the spirit or the essence of the original liquid. The spiritual essence of a substance. I look at it the other way. I make my own connections. Spirits for beginners. Interesting. The untold truth. So it's the process of distillation. So now we learn something, But I make the other connection in my mind, whether it's true or not. I make that connection in my mind. Spirits can take over, right? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah. And then I even said, you can look at my tweets and what I'm talking about on Twitter here. And shout out to Miss Teen Crypto. She was at the house yesterday. Can you believe it? She stopped by with her dad and her sister. Really cool to have people. She was coming to Sarasota anyway. I said, if you're going to be in Sarasota, you got to stop by the house. I got a beautiful house. I'd love you to come by and hang out and chill with the lifer, man. And she did. I was looking horrible, as you can see. My hair was a mess. No suit and tie. I got the Mobb Deep hoodie on when I'm chilling at home, right? Infamous Mobb Deep, baby. Bro, that picture you posted that had you rolling. I know, right? This is so funny, bro. Crypto face looking like Pepe. Like, he's such a funny dude, man. Anyway, did we win the trade or did we lose the trade? What's happening? Oh, we're about to get stopped out like I knew we would. Look at that nonsense. And then we lost the 200 May. Such garbage. Price action, you knew it. And now they dump it to the downside. It's a rising wedge. And there you go. That looks like it's going to dump now all the way down to here. I just took myself out of the trade, as you can see, right, for like 60, 70 bucks, because I was like, why wait to hit 100? Like, it's whack. We lost the 200. I'm out. So that's another thing about using the 200. I'm out when I'm in, or I'm in when I'm out, and I don't have to really, yeah. Murder Music is the best rap album, in my opinion, 100%. Live, you're so hip-hop, but I love to see it. Hey. School, as many people will try to get some liquidity out of. Yeah. There it goes. It's going to head all the way down here. I love when people like, I told you to short it. Like, nobody was going to be right or wrong. It could have went the other way, and then you wouldn't have written that. You would have like, damn, and you would have been quiet. So you get to say it out loud after it happens. See, it's so easy to do on my live. That's why I don't listen to people, man. Yeah. Friday and Saturday is the worst day, man, every time. Well, that looks going to dump. And the liquidity does say we go lower. I mean, BOOKMAP says we dump. We just lost the 200 MA on the 5. If you want to get real crazy, you could chase that now. You enter here with a stop above the 200. See if you can get it all the way back down to liquidity. Right? I wouldn't be surprised if they rip it right back up again. But rising wedges break down 68% of the time. Chance that flag broke out. It touched the 21. I've seen that many times with low stochastics, but it didn't play. All right. Hip hop, humpy dumpy. It has so many big signals. Yeah. Prodigy, Hegelian dialogue. Yeah. Sam, much respect. Fake traders never show lost trades. Never, man. Yeah, oh, look at me, I'm up again. It's like every time they're up again. Like, come on, man. I know traders that probably use $500 at a high leverage. Enter the trade, lose it. Enter the trade, lose it. Then hit, and then only show you that one trade that they hit. And it looks like they caught the bottom. But you'll never know if they caught the bottom or not. They'll never show you the losses on their way to the bottom. They'll just show you oh, look, I caught the bottom. Oh, ha, ha, ha. You might know someone like that. You just might know someone like that. You know what I mean? Don't trust everyone out here in this on YouTube. Even these people that claim they're the nicest people in the world. I don't trust any of these YouTubers, man. None of them. Even the ones that say they like me and stuff. I like them too, but I don't know them. I don't trust them at all. You know what I mean? I don't. I'm not trying to be rude. Everyone's all nice here. I trust CryptoFace. I know him a little bit now. I give him the benefit of the doubt right now. I trust that dude. But I don't trust anyone else. You shouldn't trust me. And I don't want you to trust me. You don't have to trust me. All you got to do is watch my live trades every day and learn what I teach you. See, that's the thing about me. You don't have to trust me. I do it every day live. See, people that just give you smoke and mirrors, you got to be like, and then come on in, and they're giving you just enough. You know what I mean? So, Alex O is legit. I like Alex O Crypto. He's a nice guy. I'm at an Airbnb camper in the middle of the woods in Austin, but still had to tune in. I love that. So awesome. You trust Da Vinci? He's a nice guy. No, I don't trust any. I don't know them. I've never done business with any of those people. I don't trust any of them. You know what I mean? Jason is cool though. Sam, Allah bless you, my man. I want to know how to add the indicator that shows the bullish bearish divergences. You just type in RSI and pick the RSI with divs. RSI with divergences. So go up here. All right. You really don't have to trust me. I'm here every day. All you have to do is listen to the knowledge that I teach you. Trust the knowledge. I've backtested this stuff for you, so I know that it plays out. All right. They aren't used to cook up for steaks and breakouts. Funny. Sammy, what's your P&L this week? It's like very, very small. It wasn't huge. It was a tough week, man. Let's take a look. All right. I also bought a new house. I closed on Tuesday. I told y'all my head was just, I had a lot going on in my life, you know. Saw a pic of you at Da Vinci online, was checking if his vibe was good or bad. Yeah, I met him at Bitcoin conference. I knew him for a long time. Oh yeah, Paul's good. Is he here? All right, I'm about to be done. Yeah, I lost about 1,200, man, on the week. It was a tough week for me. It really was. I barely could pay attention with the moving. It got in my head. I called a bunch of awesome calls, but I wasn't able to stay in the charts perfectly. Yeah. It was chop, man. Yeah. You sent me the wallet I want here, so I'll forever trust you until I don't. Amen. I love you, man. Yeah, Sam, I've been casually watching you for 2 years, but I'm going to follow you going forward and sign up. Yeah, I don't win every single trade, man. You know, I watch these other guys, they seem to win every single trade they put out. I've never been able to do that, you know, so. Okay. Yeah, Sam, I've been casually watching you for 2 years. Hola, plumber, yeah. The Tino Group, I joined Tino Group but never got any profit from even a single platinum trade setup. Maybe I just didn't get his style. I'm sorry, man. I've watched that guy for a long time. I'm not trying to hate. These guys aren't good at teaching. They're not good teachers. They're good at like explaining, but they're not good at teaching. Being an innate teacher is a gift that a lot of these YouTubers do not have. I'm being honest. They do not have it. They're good at trading. They're good at kind of being live, but they're not that good at teaching. You to teach is really to understand someone else's mind and to walk them through their own brain as you explain things. Like, that's an innate gift. You know what I mean? That's an innate gift. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's a nice guy. I just was never able to learn a thing from him either. I watched him for 2 years. You know what I mean? So anyway, he's probably a better trader than me. I'm not saying I'm better than him. I was unable to learn from him. Okay? I watched these guys. They were like 100,000 subscribers when I was at like 10 or 20. I'm now coming up on them, and we change more. I think we change more people's lives. I really do. But again, I'm a competitive guy. So I'm going to be competitive, but like, I got more testimonials than they do. I really do. Whatever, who cares? I'm competing with myself and nobody else. I really am. I'm competing with myself from yesterday and nobody else. So I don't really pay attention to no one else. Yeah. Casper going down for spot buying your calls. The short did print there. You're in the money, but barely. But it looks like you're going to head. I mean, I would head all the way down to liquidity. 58,797. All right. I didn't sit there and hold that and get pounded. All right. Sam, yesterday the last trade on the live got us stopped out and then dumped. Yes, you and Master Friend are incredible teachers and mentors, but that do exactly little by little, day by day, week by week. My mindset has been trading and learning. Yeah. Yeah. Good morning, Korea. Wrong place. I don't know what that means. Sammy's mom's a teacher. He had the gift. Son of Jimmy. Can't go wrong. Amen. 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 Look at there she goes, man. Headed down to 58,800. All right. Mindset has been changing. Yeah. You have to understand too. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but I have a YouTube channel that makes a good amount. I get money from sponsorships. You know what I mean? Every day I'm making good money every single day. So you have to understand that like today I'm gonna make a lot of money. It's a fact. I'm not trying to be rude, but these are facts. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just telling you, I set up a great business. Like, get as organized as me, work out every day, you know, show up every single day, and you'll have something very similar to what I have. You know what I mean? So, show them the belt, baby. Amen. Yeah, you know. Mindset has been changing, man. I can't stop with typos on my phone. Amen. The market's been wacky lately. I mean, you lost the 200 MA in probably the 1 minute time frame, right? Yeah, and that's the short right there that I go for. You open the short once you lose the 200 MA in the 1 minute. In the money now. I'm telling you, if I just stay on the 1 minute and take what I could take every time, it's such a great way to trade. You don't need to know anything about where the market's going. Okay? I would be okay with 48 from here. Add some to the bags. 48 would be great. Are you kidding me? You know? 48 would be amazing. Anyway, I gotta run. My daughter's gonna have swim lessons right now, and they say it's better off when I'm in the pool, even though I'm not feeling well. But I'm gonna go hang out in the pool with my daughter, make sure that she listens. But this is a dump, man. It looks like it's gonna head all the way to at least 58,800. We'll go from there. All right. Be humble or get rocked. Amen. Yeah. Simple fact, you are great, and so am I. LOL. Love you, man. Exactly. And again, man, compete with yourself from yesterday, everyone. I'm going to say that. We got a little, hairy today, but compete with yourself from yesterday. All right? That's it. I don't care about the other people doing what they're doing. I don't really know what they're doing. I'm competing from myself from yesterday. All right? Myself from yesterday is trying, attempting every day to be better. All right? Thank you, Sam. Feel better and get some R&R. Amen. Yeah. Hopefully your daughter isn't doing a tire change. on your white car. You guys are funny, right? And there it goes. I mean, we knew it looked like it was going to dump. A chance that was a flag, but it kind of had head and shoulder. It did flag out. It got a little pumpy. I got a little excited about that green candle. Your streams, methods of viewing the market and using the MA and the 99 are a blessing. Yeah. Everyone, it's already been determined that people have learned from me all around the world. I don't have to prove myself ever again. You can't explain to a 6-year-old you don't understand it yourself. Albert Einstein, amen. Teaching got to be in no matter how much you know. You got to have the gift to teach. Yeah. Hopefully it dumps needed DCA into the cheaper BTC. Yeah, I watched these other people for a long time. I was unable to learn from them. I found someone else that taught me better, that taught me the moving averages, taught me the basics. And that's really where the beginning happened for me. Like, I really got the basics of trading. All right. I learned to trade from watching The Lifer. I improved. Shout out to High Def. I love you, man. Amen. And again, I second guess myself. I question myself. There's days I doubt myself. I am not perfect. You know? Okay, baby. All right, everyone, I got to run. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Bitcoin bouncing back up. Look at this quickly. I wouldn't be surprised they ripped it all the way right back up. Be careful trading today. Leave it alone. Have fun with your family. And I'll keep you updated in case anything big happens. Don't worry. I'll find it. I've found it for the last 5 years, and I haven't missed. So very, very rare we miss a move for Bitcoin. So we'll be on it. Shout out to Sultan. Sam, now I know how to trade the 200 MA, but how to master the 21. That's your next level, baby. Yeah. Do some push-ups before you get into the pool. A big chest says a lot. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'll let them know that I got the big chest. All right. Actually, I'm going to go do it. I'm going to do it right now. Hold on. Look at this. Can I do 50? I haven't done 50 in a long time. Can I do 50? Can Sammy do 50? Hold on, we'll see. Died at 50. A little bit, yeah, dude, I'm sick. I'm not feeling too good. All right, everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. I'll see you tonight.